Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Chinese Moms in Business Club, the Queen Bee interview. My name is Xiaofang Sutton. I am one of the co-founder for the club, and I'm also the co-founder of Allison Legal, an award-winning law firm which specializes in helping multinational groups to create and maintain audit-ready intercompany agreement for their transfer pricing compliance. If you're coming back to watch our interview, we really appreciate. If you're new, please allow me to explain a bit more. The Queen Bee interview was inspired and guided by our club's mission, which is to inspire Chinese moms all over the world, whether they are working in their own business or working for corporate, to realize their true potential. So in each series, we will invite successful moms from all over the world to share their stories, success, and failures with our intention to inspire us and to really motivate us to be the person we're really born to be. So today, I'm very, very excited to welcome our honored guest, Melissa Lee. So I'll let my wonderful co-founder, Sally, to have the honor to introduce Melissa.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Xiaofeng. And thank you so much, Melissa, to join us today from sunny Cambridge. I have the great pleasure to briefly introduce Melissa. Melissa is a very dear friend of mine. I think we have known each other for a few years now. I'm always inspired and motivated by Melissa's positivity, drive to excellence, and also a great passion for education. Melissa has so many titles and hats on, so just to give you a few. So Melissa is a founder of her own UK education firm called UK Education Garden, which helps international Chinese students to study in the UK. Melissa is a public speaker, a mother of 2 young children. Melissa is also the founder of the world's children literature's British parent practice, which I will let Melissa to explain a bit more. And Melissa has studied many wonderful things: education research, executive leadership program in all the top universities such as University of Cambridge, University of Oxford, and the Chinese University of Hong Kong, where I also came from. So this is just a very few titles of Melissa. I'm not going to say anything longer, but today we are really honored to have Melissa to share her own experience as a mom, entrepreneur, and as a very successful woman. So I would let Xiaofeng to ask the first question, please.
Wow, I mean, what an introduction. I mean, that's amazing. I'm just so intrigued to actually learn your story, Melissa, and a lot of roles and then how you manage it all. I mean, that's amazing. But first, I know you have over 15 years of unique career experience, particularly in the education sector. And, you worked in Southeast Asia, Europe, and North Africa. And please, could you share with us what really motivated you to set up your own business, particularly the UK Education Garden?
First of all, thank you so much, Xiaofeng and Sally, for introducing me in such a great way. I started time with you. Email keep coming. Let's focus on our interview. I've been enjoying my full-time role in career planning and educational counseling for a lot of local students in the past 10 years. Meanwhile, a number of my EMBA and MBA friends in Cambridge asked me to help their own children to find the most suitable schools in the UK. At the beginning, I did it free of charge for my friends because I have my full-time job in a local Cambridge college. And my EMBA friends keep saying that, oh, they should pay me for the professional career and educational planning services. And their support gave me a strong foundation, setting up my own consultancy, helping international students settle down in the UK. And Xiaofeng and Sally, when did you start to send your children to nursery, may I ask?
I started very early. I started at like 4.5 months of shopping.
Wow.
Well, I don't. I mean, I put Romy, which is my youngest, when she was 10 months old. But I have to say, I would actually go for Sally's position. If I really actually I could actually put them early, I would, because I think it was a wonderful environment both for mom and the child.
Yeah. Nursery in the UK is wonderful. They learn a lot of things, and they start in the early morning from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. So as a time mom, it's perfect.
Yeah.
For me, I started to send my children when they are 8 months old. I decided to take just 8 months maternity leave. And however, I noticed my little boy, who is constantly sick after getting into nursery. And he is also a late talker. And there were a few occasions my son held my leg and begging me not to go to college, not send him to nursery. And it's just very challenging at that time. And because he is a late talker, he could not express himself clearly. But basically, he just wanted me to stay at home. And I decided to cut my full-time career planning job in the college and started my own consultancy at home to start. That's how I started my own business. So thank you to my son. And I spent a lot of time with him when he was young. And I went in and out the NHS hospital with him, and also went to the NHS speech therapy and GP clinics. And I read a lot of children's books with him, which helped him to develop his speech. He's now a little strong boy and can speak both languages, both Chinese and English fluently. And he's also learning French. So he's with his progress. And my business is doing well. So that's a good start.
Definitely, I think it's such a heartwarming story. I think it's becoming a mother, is something actually we take on a role, but it also means leading us so many opportunities we never thought we could have. If without your son, you probably continue working in the college without, creating a wonderful company and providing the services to the world. So I think that's really the amazing thing, being a mother, just open up. There's a lot of opportunities. So thank you very much.
Yes, very inspiring. That flows very nicely to the second question that I would love to ask Melissa. So as an education consultant, as a profession, as well as a mother of 2 children, I wonder if you have any thoughts and advice to other mummies who are now raising their children. Just any thoughts would be great.
I have to say, being a mom is challenging. I didn't know how my grandparents managed to have a number of children. I found it challenging indeed to manage 2 children and a growing business. And I have 3 pieces of advice which I would love to share. The first one is time management. No matter where you are, whether you're in Hong Kong or in Cambridge or in New York right now, we all have 24 hours a day. If you like to manage a good business and a family together, you would need to sacrifice something which can save your time. For me, I have not watched television for 4.5 years since my children were born. I put my big Sony TV into the loft for 4.5 years. And I also believe not watching television is good for the children as well. Basically, I just didn't have time to watch television, if you can understand. The second piece of advice is I don't believe in work-life balance. To me, you just need to integrate your work into your family life. That's how I think. And the third piece of advice is treasure every moment with your child or with your children. And a few successful mothers have shared with me that they regret not to spending time with their child when they were young, and the child just grew really quickly. And I would highly recommend all the moms spending quality time, for example, reading children's book with your kids or doing some healthy exercise with your children, and you will never regret it.
Great. Yes.
Excellent. Yeah, I mean, Certainly, I think I'm certainly failed in terms of letting, with the TV thing. I think certainly same as you, Melissa. Actually, for me, I don't really have time to watch TV, but I do enjoy a good movie, and Friday night is a movie night. But I have to say, it's something I need to work on with managing my the TV time with my kids. But it's certainly, I think, with a balance, it's always life and business balance. I think you were saying integrating your business and family life, and then it's absolutely right. I think it's as the first interview, which is interviewing myself, I was saying, they are actually two platforms for us. It's not something being a mother and working in the business, and we have to divide ourselves. We have become two selves. They are together. We just need to manage them, and then it being a good time management is certainly so important. Sally, what do you think?
Yes, certainly. I'm like you, Melissa. We even don't have a business TV license at home, so we haven't been watching for a long time. And then one time my son, what is this when we are in the hotel? What is this TV? I understand, which is good and bad in some ways. So I totally agree with you and Xiaofeng as well about the time management. That is still myself, and the most important thing is to make yourself happy so that you can be a happy mom and happy business owner as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So just for on this line, I wonder, Melissa, what are your biggest challenges and opportunities as a working mom over the past few years?
One of the biggest challenges I've ever met is a few years ago, I was making a business trip to Hong Kong. My family went with me as well because my family are based in Hong Kong. And for the first night I arrived Hong Kong, I need to attend a big event which organized by the University of Cambridge, and the Vice Chancellor was flying to Hong Kong for that event as well at Ritz-Carlton Hotel. And I remember my husband's family just said, "Oh, where is your wife? He's not at home having dinner with us. He's at the hotel." And I think that there were a few occasions of these misunderstanding that they thought I was going back to Hong Kong for holiday, but in fact, I was doing a business for the trip. To me, it's a big challenge when some of your family members don't understand what you're doing, and they thought I'm just focusing on my business all the time, not spending time with the family. Actually, in the UK, is the other way around. It's the vice versa. I spend lots of time at home with the children, but just when I was in Hong Kong, I was doing a business trip. I need to go out for a number of dinners. I remember one of my students managed to get into a top G5 university, and the parents treat me for a nice, very, very nice dinner. And then my family also said that. My family in Hong Kong also, not here for dinner again. So it was quite challenging, and I don't know how to explain to them. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that the decision we're choosing to do our own business is something if we really feel passionate about, and there will be people who say negative things to us, and including our own family member. You can't just say they are our own family member and then they will basically we are related or we are in-laws, and they will be
Yes.
2 hands and 2 feet and 100% support us. We can't really control what other people say to us and think to us. I think it is definitely is a challenge or misunderstanding. In that situation, I really feel you, but I think it's not just family members. A lot of people will just basically spread negativities. I think for us, it's all about if this is something we do really make us happy and we serve the clients you're really proud of, and we just let it be. Let the people, because they will say negativities to everything. And then I think that's it. We can't control other people. We only can control is our mind, how we interpret the situation.
But that's from my husband's family, so I felt quite hurt, to be honest. I just need to learn.
Yeah, I think it doesn't matter what I think it's a journey for all of us, isn't it? It's a journey for all of us not to affect it, and also we're not our feelings. And then we are hurt, and then just let it be hurt. I think that's it. Doesn't mean we're not good enough. Doesn't mean what we do is wrong. We are humans. We're supposed to feel that feelings. I think, I think a lot of other moms probably who are watching the interview will have the similar situation, and then it's normal.
Yeah. The second biggest challenge is the COVID we are having right now. Today is the second lockdown of the UK.
Yes.
Cancel quite a lot of summer classes and lots of physical classes in Cambridge.
All right.
But it's an opportunity because we're developing a lot of online courses for our parents and for our students. So we'll see a lot more very soon. And we are actively promoting it.
Excellent. And
we're trying to teach our parents to be positive, and we want to have healthy and positive students as well.
Yeah, amazing. Yes, I have been following all your Facebook, YouTube videos, very inspiring. I think you're very embracing the challenges and the situation. You do what you can. I think that's very admirable, and what other mummies, entrepreneurs should be doing as well.
Thank you.
Yes.
I also look at it a good time. I actually, during the lockdown, I can spend much more time at home.
Yes.
With my kids, which is good.
Yes.
And I told myself, no matter how wealthy you are, you will never buy this time back.
Yeah.
When you spend with your children.
Yes. So on the COVID-19 note, is it your biggest, not setback? I wonder, like through the past few years, is there a setback, and what did you learn from it?
COVID is not the biggest setback to me. It's an opportunity. My biggest setback, I would say there were a lot of potential partners trying to ask us to work with them. And in the past few years, I need to say no to a number of professional and good partnerships because I think our vision are not aligned. For me, I would like to develop UK education as a caring, it's focusing on education and helping the kids and parents to become more positive, to face their future challenge. But some organizations are focusing on just profits, which is, I just could not find the alignment. So I need to say no to them. It's very challenging.
Well, I think definitely it's obviously very challenging, particularly if it's, a small business and you just started up the business and then, it felt like, okay, cash flow and opportunity.
Yes.
But I'm just, I feel you. I think it's so important to actually be true with the value, and particularly I think we're in the education sector, and I really love the point that you constantly, stress, which is the positivity. It's all about the mind. I think education is all about young people, even from the small toddlers. The resilience, isn't it? It's the nothing is end of the world. It's all about at this very moment how you're going to actually face the challenge. It's not a problem. It's all about challenges, but challenge is opportunity different. So.
Yes, and I actually admire you, Melissa, to say no. I think it's so important that you actually know who are not right for you because they want your time, energy, and at the end it doesn't work. So I think you're doing such a right thing to say no to the wrong partners. I also got burned myself before by choosing the wrong people in my business. So now I learned that it's so good to say no early. So I think you're doing the absolute right thing.
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of energy sucker, isn't it? I think, and then we all learned. I think we have to, through that experience, to learn to be able to say no, and then to actually attract the right clients who share our values, who actually respect the professional services we provide. And then, ultimately, working life is our big part of our life. We have to basically create. We have to control and create something we enjoy. If we don't enjoy it, we can't blame on anybody else. We are to blame. But I think Melissa, I know, right now it's a pandemic, it's second lockdown in UK. I know things has been started back into normal in Hong Kong and then in mainland China, but it still is the effect of obviously pandemic and then and to the world is very big. And also one of the thing obviously is for the young people, isn't it? It's very obviously isolating. And what kind of advice you gave to the young people?
That's a very good question, Xiaofeng. I've been working with young people for the past 15 years. I think possibly over a few thousand, 3,000 or 4,000 young people in the past 15 years. What I would really recommend is, number one, make use of online learning. It's a wonderful tool. There are lots of online learning platforms. They are wonderful. For example, in the UK, we have a very good one called FutureLearn, futurelearn.com. Go and have a look. You will get certificates from the outstanding universities, not just from the UK, but from different parts of the world, even including Tsinghua University as well. And the other one is Khan Academy. I'm sure you heard about it. KHAN.
KHAN.
Okay. It's a very good online platform, and I think they call it Khan Academy. It's a very good one. Starting from kids to young people.
Oh wow!
Yeah, you can all go there. It's some of the programs is free of charge as well.
Right. Okay. I will take a note. I will check it for my kids as well.
The British one that I would highly recommend. And a number of my students has been getting the certificate from King's College London. They just need to pay a little bit of money to get the certificate. Those are high quality online courses, which I recommend. Number two, try to connect your relatives and friends in different parts of the world and using the latest technology. I mean, most of the time we stay at home, but like what we're doing right now, we're using the Microsoft Teams technology to connect with each other. Last week, one of my Hong Kong students told me that he developed a very good friendship with a Brazilian boy, which is fantastic. Amazing. A lot of Brazilian culture. And some of my British students, I always encourage them to learn more languages for online learning right now. Some of them would like to go to Japan for their degree course. I said, why don't you learn it? Yeah, well, learn the language, which is good for you when you go there to work or to study. And we just have this technology right now to do all that. Number three, try to do more online volunteering work or virtual work experience. There are lots of big companies and organizations offering online work experience right now. For example, a leading UK construction company called Morgan Sindall have been offering some wonderful work experience for the students, and a number of my students has been joining it. They get the certificates at the end as well. They just need to stay at home and they learn from the top construction people and the engineers, which is fantastic.
Yeah. No, I think that's really good. Once the world, connect, even I think for us, not just for young kids, if you stay at home and then just really need to basically make sure you are actually still out of the world, which, online right now, all through the technology, whether it's listening to interviews like ours, or go on so many free online resources. But I think it's all about get out there in a different way, but we need to keep ourselves connected and get out there with our friends and families, and I think a lot of people out there and then willing to help, isn't it? So it's so good. Okay, excellent. Thank you very much for sharing the resources, Melissa. I mean, I certainly going to check them out, and obviously for the moms who actually have teenager or young adults, children, is really, really helpful. So really, time actually flies. It's somehow I reached to the end of the interview, Melissa. I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and then thank you very much to actually spread the positivity with us and with our audience, particularly in this difficult time for us as a working mom to manage our own business and to look after our own family. So really appreciate that positivity from you. Jim Rohn says we are the average 5 people we spend the most time with. And these 5 people are actually shape who we are. Whether the 5 people are the the book you read or the people you inspire to be. For me, the founder of Spanx, Sarah Blakely, is my role model. So I hopefully the Queen Bee interview is one of the 5 for you to get inspired. So if you like our interview, please share with your friends, whether they are mom-to-be or thinking of it, or mom of young kids or older kids, and please share and then spread the inspiration and positivity from today's interview. And also please follow us on LinkedIn at Chinese Moms in Business Club. Thank you very much, Melissa, and both Sally and I really appreciate your time today and really enjoying that. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you, Sally. Thank you, Xiaofeng.